What is up, you far out interdimensional beings? Thank you for being here. Today we are going over Curate one more time. We're actually going to compare it to another NFT marketplace called Nafter. And the reason I'm comparing them is because they're two very new NFT marketplaces. And I kind of want to show you the good and the bad of both of them and show you, kind of what they have going on as far as potential. So here we're on Curate. This is an app, so you can download their app, or you could use it through a web browser as well. But basically, this is their marketplace, and if you come over here, you see things that are listed for 435 Xcur, 12 Xcur, 15, and so on. The one thing I would like to point out before we get into uploading an NFT is that they actually have a minimum Xcur that you need to charge for your NFT. So it kind of gives it like a baseline price. But in my personal opinion, I think it's a little bit too expensive right now. We can go here to look at one of mine that I recently uploaded. Let's go to let's find the cheapest one. So the 15 Xcur, that's like around like $40 right now. And I personally wouldn't want to charge that. I mean, I know I listed it for above the minimum, but I go a little bit above the minimum every time, but so I would like to see something that you can list for, cheaper, seeing how it is gasless NFTs. And I get their point, they kind of need to adjust for the gas fee on their side of things. And maybe I'm asking for too much, but I will show you that Nafter is a little bit different. So I'm just going to show you how to upload one of your NFTs, and then we can go take a look at the rest of the app. So we're going to click Mint NFT, and then we're going to title it, and I'm going to go and find something. So I will cut right here. All right, so the NFT I'm going to try to mint right now is going to be called Forest Creatures, if I can spell. You don't really have to do too much of a description. I'm sure very particular artists would like a detailed description, but for the sake of this video, I'm just brushing through it. And then art and collectibles is what I would check because they have domain names, music, sports, trading cards, utility, and virtual worlds. And then fixed price or auction. And then the price is, we're going to set this at 10 Xcur because that is the minimum that they allow. And then the royalties, you can adjust on this slider, and that's going to go all the way up to 10% and then all the way down to 0. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself a humble 3%, and then you can come here and give attributes. It's not as great of a system as Rarible and OpenSea and the things on the Ethereum, the blockchain, but this is pretty decent. So you can go attribute. So once you've added your attributes, I added green, yellow, and blue for the thing that you're about to see. You go over here to this add button or add picture icon, and then I've added my little shroomy paint picture down here, and I submit for approval. Now, a few things you need to know about this process. One, it seems to me that you can only add photos, PNGs, pictures to Curate as of right now. I highly doubt that's going to be a thing forever, but as of right now, I can only add photos. There must be some sort of way where other people have added other types of files, but that will probably be a future update that Curate introduces. So now we're going to hit the submit for approval button. Boom! NFT has been submitted. Now, we aim to review within 48 hours. You'll be notified in-app and email once reviewed. To increase your chances of the NFT getting approved, please provide proof of work. There really is no way to show proof of work through the form that we just filled out before, but I'm assuming they'll add that later on. The second thing I want to let you guys know is that when you upload an NFT to Curate, you're only allowed to submit 4 per day. And if you submit more than 4 per day, they will deny all the rest that come after that. So they will approve the first 4, assuming there's no copyright infringement errors, but they will only accept 4 per day. I kind of don't like that. I understand it though. So we're gonna go back home, and there is my 4 that I have. Here's my wish list. Oh man, all my other ones sold, or all the other ones I had in here sold. So now for Curate, we're gonna go over to the P2P marketplace. They just added this, and this is quite cool, but it is rather new, so bear with them. But I know that people added this, but basically it's for physical items. This is the offer up of NFTs. So I definitely think that this is going to be something that everyone, might get into Curate for. Next, we're going to look at the staking. So staking, I have not done any of this yet because I haven't sold any of my NFTs. If you'd like to buy one of my NFTs, hit me up on Curate. So anyways, you put it in, you determine the amount of time that you want, months or years, and the multiplier. So once I actually have some, I'll go through the whole process again. But essentially, this is what you're earning from staking. So there's standard, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond tiers. And then those are just, they have a required amount of Xcur to stake. So you're going to need standard, you're going to need 20 Xcur to stake at a 5% rate, 5% yearly rate, and there's no governance in that. Then once you go up to the 6% tier, then you'll get some governance, but you have to stake 500. So it really does go up quick. It goes from 20 to 500, then to 15 to 3,000 to 10,000 to 25,000. So that's a lot of Xcur. Right now, that's $50,000 to be in the diamond. So staking is a good thing if you're selling a lot of your NFTs. But for right now, I wouldn't worry about it if you're just trying to get in here and figure stuff out. So that is my second update on Curate, because they have made a lot of updates, and I think it's a good system. It is a gasless NFT marketplace that I can really, really get behind, and I think as time goes on, it'll be great. For right now, I'm just going to give this one a 7 out of 10. So why do I give it a 7 out of 10? Well, that is because this is my Nafter page. And Nafter is pretty cool because they are essentially the closest thing to a gasless NFT marketplace as well. I, at some point, paid a fee, a nominal fee of BNB to mint, and it just covered all of my minting. But I think they actually just made a change like overnight to where it didn't require me to do that anymore. But here you get free minting with Naft and multi-copy minting, which they just came out with. So it's definitely going to be a nice addition to the Nafter platform. And why do I like Nafter so much? Because over here on the left hand side, you've got this like little bio thing that kind of resembles Instagram. And then you have a suggested accounts right where my head is that shows you all the suggested people to follow. And that kind of helps out when if Instagram had that, I mean, right on the same page, that would be helpful back in the day when follow for follow worked. But I assume that works here in the NFT world right now. So what we've got going on is we got for sale up at the top, created, owned, sold, bidded, not for sale, and hidden. But I'm just going to show you how to I've already showed you how to do this, to upload a file, so I won't necessarily take the time to do that right now. But you basically just upload your file, and it can be a movie, it can be an MP4 file, a GIF file, it can be all of these other animated type files, and doesn't have to just be a simple image. And then you can go and now make the number of copies and the price and all of this. So Nafter has really stepped up their game in the short amount of time that they have been around, and it just helps so much to go into like a social media platform type business and just upload your NFTs. It's a lot more simple than Curate, where you have to get approved for 4 per day, when you can just go on here and upload as many as you want. Multi-copy minting is now a thing with Nafter, so it really does beat Curate in my opinion. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10, just because it's so new and they're doing it so well. And this is the marketplace where I sold most of my NFTs. So this is a good platform, and I think that this is a long-term hold in terms of Naft token, but I also think it's something that you should get on right away. Not investment advice, but as an artist, this is somewhere where I want to have my profile, and then I can now do all of the things that I wanted to do on Rarible and OpenSea without having to have all of those insane gas fees. So now I know that it does dilute the market a little bit, but you don't have such a high barrier to entry. Before, it was pretty much rich people art, and now the people with less money can get into this market as artists and hopefully make a living off of it. And that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I will try to put a link to my Curate, maybe the referral code for my Curate page, and then a link to my Nafter page as well. So that is my Curate versus Nafter video. I appreciate you coming by and checking this out and really, exploring these NFT marketplaces with me, because I think it's super important for artists who are trying to jump into the NFT space to be able to do it without breaking the bank, because it is a gamble. You never know who's going to log on and buy your art. Sometimes it's a lot of people, sometimes it's not many. So you want to be able to do that for as little cost to you as possible. So that's why I love Nafter and Curate so much. I think they're both way better than things on the Ethereum blockchain. You can also check out Refinable. Refinable's on the Binance Smart Chain, and those fees are so minuscule. You can probably also put a good portfolio on there as well. But I definitely have high hopes for at least those 3 NFT marketplaces, and I haven't even gotten into any other, Solana or Polkadot or any of those. So whole bunch of stuff coming. Who knows what the future holds? And yep, that's it. Peace.